Hi, I'm Mike, founder of GoodBed.com. Today we are excited to be here to be reviewing the Layla Mattress, which is an interesting mattress because it features a component that's relatively new and novel to the mattress industry, which is memory foam infused with copper. So we're going to be showing you how that affects your experience on the mattress, and we're also going to be showing you another interesting feature of the Layla, which is that it has two sides with different softness levels. So we'll show you how your experience will differ on each of those sides, so stick around. So now let's get into the details of what's actually in the Layla mattress. And one of the things that's going to make this interesting is that there are these two sides, each with a different softness level. So there is no top or bottom to the mattress per se. There's only more of the outside and then the inside core. But we're going to work our way from the soft side, which is what we have on top right now, down into the mattress and then out to the firm side down at the bottom. So starting here, what you have on the soft side is a 3-inch layer of this copper-infused memory foam. And we'll come back to the consistency of that. But this is a 3-pound density memory foam and a 3-inch layer. And then below that, you have a 2-inch transitional layer of foam. And this is a convoluted foam. You can actually see the pretty deep egg crate convolutions on this 2-inch layer. And that's a 1.8-pound polyurethane foam. And then below that, you have the real core, the support core of the mattress, which is a 5-inch, 2-pound density polyurethane foam layer. And then on the very bottom, or what would be the top of the firm side, is a 1-inch layer of this same 3-pound copper-infused memory foam. So one of the things you'll notice is that the numbers that I just quoted add up to 11 inches, which is how tall this mattress is. We've got it here. I mean, it's 11 inches. Now, this is interesting because it's only billed as a 10-inch mattress. So you're getting an inch more than what the company even says you're getting. So that's an interesting point, but it could be that they are not really considering this 2-inch layer to be a full 2 inches because these are pretty deep convolutions. So it's really more like an inch of foam, kind of volume-wise. So in that sense, it is 10 inches. In terms of the materials here, we wanted to take a second to talk about this copper-infused memory foam because that really is one of the signature characteristics or components of the Layla mattress. And so a few things we wanted to describe. Number one is, you might be thinking, copper, that doesn't sound very comfortable to sleep on. But we want to be clear, there's nothing hard in this, hard or metallic feeling in this. And we especially wanted to point that out because you do see these little brown flecks, and those are certainly copper colored, as is really the whole patina of this foam. But they don't have a copper, they certainly don't have a hard or scratchy consistency. Like if I take one of the pieces and kind of rub it between two nails, it actually has a very soft, almost like gel-like consistency. So I'm not exactly sure what it is or what gives it that color exactly, but I presume that there's some kind of like copper dust that's kind of like mixed into this foam during its formation, and that's what gives the whole foam its copper color. And the other thing we're not totally sure about is these greenish blue flecks that I'm sure you're seeing that look a lot like gel flecks, but the company makes no mention of this memory foam containing gel. So we're not entirely sure what those are. But we definitely just wanted to point out that there's nothing hard or sharp in this. And we wanted to just also explain kind of the whole benefit of the idea behind having copper in the memory foam, which is, number one, it is a conductor. So like gel or graphite or some other things that you sometimes see mixed or swirled into the foam, it's designed to give the foam a little bit more conductivity. So meaning allows the heat to travel through the foam a little bit more, which allows it to travel away from your body basically and keeps you from overheating as much. And the second thing that's actually more unique to copper relative to some of those other conductors is that you may have heard in other consumer products that copper is meant to improve circulation. So there's meant to be certain other health benefits to copper, increased energy and things like that. Now we can't obviously comment on that, but that is the intent of having this in the memory foam right up near the top of the mattress. And the last thing we wanted to just mention is that the cover is actually treated with something gel-like, is what they describe on their website. And that, again, that's meant to have a coolness or a cooling feature to it. What we can say about that is that the cover does have a coolness to the touch. I mean, you can feel the cover relative to anything else we have in this room, and it does have sort of a noticeable coolness to the touch. Not like a strikingly cool, but like no question, if I'm looking for it, I can feel it. And the last thing we wanted to cover on these layers is just the overall kind of softness level of them and the responsiveness, which of course we'll show you in more detail later. But just to point out, this is a fairly quick responding memory foam. So you'll see the impact of that when we talk about responsiveness. It's also very soft. This 3-inch block is just, I'm barely having to press down to depress it, an inch or two in. This transition layer, as you might expect, is a little firmer, but still fairly soft, but definitely firmer than the memory foam. And then this is quite firm. This is meant to be your primary support layer, so it's definitely the firmest of the materials. One of the first things we like to describe about a mattress is its comfort level, or just how much softness does it have. And as we mentioned, this mattress is interesting in that it has 2 comfort levels built in, one on each side. In terms of the soft side, which is what we have facing up right now, we would characterize that as softer than medium, but not quite as soft in our terminology. So we would characterize this as a medium soft. In terms of the firm side, it is definitely firm. As you saw, it not only has 1 inch of the copper memory foam instead of 3, but it also doesn't have that transition layer in between the copper memory foam and the hard polyurethane core. As a result, we call that side a straight up firm. One of the things we wanted to show you is just the process for how you can access the second side, the firmer side. The mattress is shipped by default with the soft side up, and the cover is not actually two-sided. So we already got it partially unzipped here, but you can see the bottom side is not actually meant to be slept on per se of the cover. So what you do is you unzip the cover, flip the thing over, and zip the cover back on. We just wanted to show you that process in case it's relevant for you. So we've already unzipped it. We started from here and just pulled it around when we looked at the materials. So now I'm just gonna pull it back off. Okay, so there you have it. The Layla mattress flipped, cover came off, flipped it, cover went back on. Firm side's now up. So, that definitely took under 5 minutes to do, and that was just one person, as you saw. So it's a little difficult, but in the scheme of owning a mattress, 5 minutes, not much trouble at all to do that. Now for the rest of the video, we're mostly going to be showing you the soft side up. That's the side that is the most popular side, and it is also the side that comes facing up when the mattress is shipped from the factory. So we're going to focus on that side, but we're also going to show you clips that we did of the firm side in cases where we felt that the firm side and the soft side were substantially different. So now let's get into the 2 things that absolutely everybody must get from their mattress, which are back support and pressure relief. I'll start out by laying down on my back here because that's the position I predominantly sleep in personally. And for context, I'm about 6 feet tall, not quite 200 pounds. And what you can see here is my back is actually pretty well supported here in this position. I can feel the lumbar support I'm getting here. My hips are certainly sinking deep enough into the mattress to support that curve in the lower part of my spine. I would say in general, I feel well supported, and I think that folks who are lighter than me would feel pretty well supported in this position as well on this side of the mattress. However, I do think that if you were substantially heavier than me, you'd want to be flipping this over to the firm side as a back sleeper, because at some point with the basically 5 inches of comfort materials on this side of the mattress, it's possible that your heaviest parts are going to sink a little farther than you want into the mattress. You might start to feel a little bit of like hammocking effect. But again, I'm not getting that at my weight, but it's a concern for someone who's substantially heavier than me. If I flip over to my stomach, what I can say is that in this position, certainly someone of my weight would definitely be better off on the firm side. On the firm side, my heaviest parts, my hips, were well supported, no sinking into the mattress, and that's really the main thing you want to avoid in the stomach position. Whereas on this side, I do feel like my hips are starting to go a little too far into the mattress, which is causing that overarching. So certainly someone of my size, firm side if you're a stomach sleeper. If you are a substantially lighter than me, you might be okay as a stomach sleeper on this side. If you are a side sleeper, let's flip over to that position. Here's where the soft side is going to really, I think, excel the most because it's the side that really conforms to your body's curves the most and therefore allows your spine to stay in a nice, straight, neutral position while you're on your side. So I kind of think that most people, certainly people lighter than me, people who are my size, and even people who are heavier than me, I think would be best served on the soft side if you're a side sleeper. And the other thing about this soft side is that you're getting a lot more pressure relief. When I'm on my side, on the firm side, I'm definitely not getting a lot of pressure relief there. There's only that 1 inch of the memory foam, and then you're right there on that very firm polyurethane core. So you definitely start to feel pressure points pretty quickly on your side, at least someone of my size does. And but on the soft side, you've got that 3 inches of memory foam with a transition layer below that. So the pressure relief on this side of the mattress is really great. So now let's get into some of the more preference-based characteristics. And the first one we're going to cover is responsiveness, which is how much of that slowly melting into the bed memory feel does it have versus more of that quickly responding bounce. And there is no better or worse on this spectrum. It's just your preference. And we have a few different tests that we like to apply to kind of illustrate the responsiveness of the mattress. First thing we like to do is just kind of poke at the surface a little bit to test for surface bounce. And it's hard to see on camera exactly, but we're not getting a lot of surface bounce. And we tested this on the firm side as well. The firm side has a little bit more surface bounce because effectively even this small amount of pressure takes you through that top inch of memory foam and into that polyurethane core. So there's a little bit more surface bounce on that side, but not a lot on this side. The next thing we like to do is take this 16-pound bowling ball and just drop it on the mattress. And what you can see here is on the soft side, very little bounce. Again, we tested this on the firm side as well, and not surprisingly, when you're effectively bouncing a ball straight on a polyurethane core, there's a lot more bounce. Still nowhere near as much bounce as, say, like an inner spring mattress, but certainly a substantial amount more than this. And the last thing we'll just do is kind of just test a little deep bounce to see if when I plop my full 200 pounds down on the mattress, if there's any bounce, and none to speak of here. Again, not surprising given the 3 inches of shock absorbing memory foam right on the top of this mattress with a foam core underneath. So now let's just look at the degree of memory feel though. So we've established that there's not a lot of bounce, no matter how we measure bounce or test it. But to see how much memory feel we have, we're gonna just press down and just watch the responsiveness. And what you can see here is that there is a little bit of a delay there that you can perceive, but I mean, it's pretty quick. The memory foam here, although there's 3 inches of it, is fairly quick responding memory foam. And so as a result, you don't get a lot of that memory feel that you might think of, that classic, really melting into the bed type of feel. So it's definitely a quicker responding memory feel. So on the balance, netting all that out, we put this mattress certainly towards the memory side of that spectrum, since there really is not much bounce, if any, to speak of, but just like a little bit towards that side, not particularly much. Another preference-based characteristic to consider is cushioning depth, because some people prefer to sleep more in their mattress and some people prefer to float more on top of their mattress. And this is an area where, again, the firm and soft sides are very different. You can see here with this bowling ball that the soft side is pretty deep cushioning, definitely what we would characterize as deeper than average cushioning. Whereas when we roll this bowling ball on the firm side, you can see that it's just substantially shallower cushioning. In fact, when I lay down on the mattress, you can see, and again, this is my 200-pound frame. Your experience will vary depending on your own size, body shape, sleep position even. But we would say that, again, this demonstrates that relative to other mattresses, this has deeper than average cushioning on this side. Whereas when I'm on my back on the firm side of this mattress, there's almost no cushioning depth, it would seem. So we would describe that, again, as just very shallow cushioning depth on that firm side. One factor that we would call a more priority-based consideration is motion isolation, which, as you may know, is to what degree does the person on this side of the mattress feel or be disturbed by activity over on this side of the mattress. And this may or may not be a priority for you. So we just test this by dropping a bowling ball on this side of the mattress. And as you can see, the bowling pin does move a little bit, more than I frankly would expect. And I do think that it's possible some of that is coming from the base that we have it on, having a little bit of possible instability in that base. And because it is surprising for a mattress that is all foam with 3 inches of shock absorbing memory foam on the top to have that much motion transfer. The other culprit I could see here is this cover, which is pulled pretty stretchy tight over the mattress. And you can even see as I press down on the cover here that like all the way to the other edge of the mattress, the cover is being pulled. And so naturally you drop a bowling ball down here, that's basically tugging on the cover just a little bit underneath that bowling pin, which can cause it to move. So it's not the same kind of motion transfer that you generally think of, like I jump down here and the person over there bounces up. It's nothing like that, but it's maybe just a more subtle form of motion disturbance, a much more subtle form. The last thing we're going to do is just sort of illustrate what happens if I just plop down on the bed. And in that case, the bowling pin really doesn't move much at all, which I think illustrates the point that, like, since I did that slightly further away and maybe in such a way that the stretchy fibers of the mattress stretched differently and was able to better absorb it, it didn't really cause any disturbance over there. So overall, what we would say is this mattress has pretty good motion isolation characteristics. Another important factor for some people is the ease of repositioning on the mattress, particularly when the mattress contains memory foam like this one does. So we just wanted to illustrate that here on this soft side, it's not one that is particularly difficult to reposition on. In spite of there being 3 inches of memory foam, a little bit deeper cushioning, and a little bit of a softer feel. And the firmer side of the mattress is in fact even easier to reposition on than this one. And the main thing we attribute the repositioning results here to is that the memory foam is a little bit quicker responding memory foam than some memory foams and doesn't really have that melting into the bed feel, which also means it doesn't necessarily have that stuck in a hole feeling. So overall, easy repositioning, very good on this mattress. Another important factor for some people is edge support, so we always evaluate this in our reviews. And as you can see here, this mattress is similar to a lot of all foam mattresses in that there is a lot of dip as I sit on the edge of this mattress. And this dip is particularly pronounced as I sit on the soft side. It's a little bit less pronounced than this when I sit in a similar manner on the firm side. That being said, what we wanted to point out is that in a prone position, I can lay right on the edge of this mattress and I actually feel remarkably stable, and I feel even more stable on the firm side of the mattress. But the soft side of the mattress in this position has very respectable edge support, and I would say very good edge support for a memory foam mattress that is all foam construction. Another concern for some people is temperature or sleeping hot. And again, this can be a particular concern on a memory foam mattress like this one, particularly where there is deeper cushioning as there is on the soft side of this mattress. And in general, we tell people that if temperature or overheating is a known concern for you, then memory foam mattresses may not be the best fit in general. However, this company has gone to a few different lengths to try to mitigate any overheating issues from this mattress. Number one, they've added what they call thermogel to this cover, which we can tell you does have a coolness to the touch. It is a subtle but definitely distinguishable coolness to the touch. The second thing is that they have a 3-inch layer of this copper-infused memory foam and 1 inch on the other side. And having the copper infused in the memory foam allows heat to travel a little bit more easily through the foam and thereby away from your body. And so that again should help combat overheating type issues. The third thing is that right below, at least on the soft side, right below that copper-infused memory foam layer is a layer of convoluted foam that has very deep convolutions. And the purpose of that is to allow airflow. As the heat travels down through that copper-infused memory foam, it reaches this open area and therefore is allowed to travel horizontally through the mattress and ultimately out of the mattress. And likewise, cooler air is able to travel in through the mattress to get up closer to your body. So that airflow again helps inhibit some of the overheating issues that you might otherwise run into. So overall, we think that if you're not someone who typically has overheating issues, you're not likely to have them on a mattress like this. Another thing that we get asked about more and more these days is adjustable base compatibility. And so we wanted to just show you how the Layla mattress looks on an adjustable base. And when we think about adjustable base compatibility, we think about really 3 things. Number one, do we expect that using it on an adjustable base is going to affect the lifespan of the product? Number two, do we think that it conforms well to the adjustable base? And number 3 is when it's in a bent position, does it affect any of the other characteristics of the mattress in a negative way? In terms of the lifespan question, a mattress like this is generally made to be able to use on an adjustable base. So we don't expect that it's going to have a material negative impact on the lifespan of a mattress like this. Number 2, in terms of the conforming, what you can see is it very clearly conforms very well. And in fact, it conforms relatively immediately to the base. And what I mean by that is sometimes when mattresses are new and they're first used at an adjustable base, they take a little while to kind of break in. This mattress, kind of right out of the box, conforms very well to the curvature of the base. The third thing is how does it change the characteristics? And as you can see, I mean, there's nothing. Typically, edge is one area where you might see some bowing or things like that. There's nothing to speak of here that is changed in any way by being on an adjustable base. So overall, we would say that the Layla is very adjustable base friendly. One important consideration when you're buying a mattress online is return policy, because you're not going to be able to try the Layla mattress before you buy it. And this is why Layla offers a very generous return policy. In fact, even more generous than a lot of its online peers. They will allow you to try this mattress in your home for 120 nights, and if at any point during that time period you're not happy with it for whatever reason, you can return it for a full refund. And on top of that, rather than leaving the burden on your shoulders in an instance such as that to find an organization who will receive this mattress as a donation and then bring it to them, they will actually send a shelter to your house to pick up the mattress from you. So overall, we definitely think that this is a return policy that should give you some confidence in giving the Layla mattress a try. One important factor for just about every mattress shopper is value. And when we think about value, we always think about what does it cost, what's in it, and how long do we think it's going to last. In terms of the cost, the current price of the Layla mattress is $899 in a queen size, and that's before the GoodBed discount code will be applied. In terms of what you're getting first and foremost a flippable two-sided mattress. It's about 10 or 11 inches in height. It's got 4 inches of total memory foam in a 3-pound density. It's got this middle convoluted layer in a 1.8 pound density, and it's got a polyurethane core of 5 inches in a 2-pound density. In terms of how long we think it's going to last, if there's a weak link here, what concerns me is maybe the density of that memory foam. 3 pounds is a bit on the lower side for memory foam, combined with the convoluted foam directly below it. So I guess my concern there would be that a heavier sleeper might, over a period of time, start to experience body impressions on the soft side of this mattress. I certainly don't think you're going to encounter any such problems on the firm side of this mattress. So that would be my one concern longevity-wise. But at the same time, I would say that this mattress has a lot of things that line up really favorably relative even to its online peers. Number one, the polyurethane core is a 2-pound density, which is a really strong, durable density for a polyurethane foam. Number two, the memory foam has this copper infusion, which is a unique and novel feature that has benefits related to cooling as well as possibly other benefits as well. Number three, they have this cover which is infused with a cooling material, which in some products we've even seen an upcharge for something that has even a less perceptible coolness to the touch. So all in all, we think those things definitely enhance the value of this product. And so if I'm summing it up, I would say that there's no question this mattress lines up favorably relative to other mattresses that you're likely to find in your local store. And it also lines up favorably relative to some of the largest online mattress companies. So we definitely think that this offers a good value. So just to sum up some of the things we've covered in this video, the Layla mattress is a 10-inch, two-sided mattress with a total of 4 inches of copper-infused memory foam. We talked about how the two sides of this mattress have very different softness levels, with one being a medium soft and the other being a firm. So you're not likely to be switching back and forth between these two sides. You're more likely to pick the one that you like best and stick with it. We also talked about how if you're someone who really likes that slowly melting into the bed memory feel, you're not going to get a whole lot of that on either side of this mattress, nor are you going to get a whole lot of bounce. But if you're looking for a mattress that has that medium softness level with deeper than average cushioning level and a little bit of that memory feel, or you're looking for a mattress with a firm softness level, very shallow cushioning and really no memory feel to speak of. And in either case, you are curious about the benefits of sleeping on a mattress with copper. And if the other criteria and considerations that we described in this video feel like a good match for you, then we definitely think that the Layla mattress is one that you should consider. So we hope you found this to be a helpful video in deciding whether the Layla mattress is the right one for you. If you're still not sure though, we'd recommend that you go to GoodBed.com and take our mattress match quiz, which you can find right up in the header of any page of our website. This quiz will walk you through all of the same criteria and considerations that we covered in this video, and ultimately will show you mattresses both online as well as in the local stores in your area that best match your personal needs and preferences. In fact, once you've taken the quiz, you can even navigate to any product page on our website, including for the firm and soft sides of the Layla mattress, and get your personal match score for that product. So we definitely think that's a helpful resource that you ought to take advantage of. In the meantime though, we thank you for watching and we hope you sleep well.